Hello again. So I'm going to take a brief moment to mention I just had a total blonde moment. Honestly, I don't have that many of these, but I was trying to record a video earlier, tried to listen to it again so that I could edit it, and I couldn't hear it. So here I am thinking, oh my god, my microphone isn't working. What's going on? I don't know how to really work a webcam that well, so I was freaking out. And I thought it was all, messed up and stuff. Turns out my headphones were still plugged in, and they weren't in my ears. So, yay, blonde moment. Yeah. So anyway, this is my second video. I figure I should go ahead and put one up since Ainsley and Elizabeth, my vlogging partner people, have already put up, like, a bunch. So I need to catch up. I'm going to take a page out of Ainsley's book here and tell you all just a little bit more about myself. So excuse me if I start ranting. Basically, I'm a sophomore at LSU, which I think I mentioned last time. I'm an anthropology major. It is something that I have wanted to do for a very long time. I mean, I'm talking kindergarten long time. And I actually wound up going on an archaeological dig over the summer. We spent 6 weeks out in Lubbock, Texas, of all places, but it was the most wonderful experience of my entire life. I loved it out there. I want to go back. I miss everybody so much. Working in that place with the people in the crew, it was wonderful. It was just amazing. So hopefully I get to do that kind of stuff again. Planning on going to grad school and all that. And so yeah, that's, career plans and all that. I am one of those people that has an interest in pretty much everything. If I had the time or the patience, I would try everything. Every musical instrument. I would try and read every book I could possibly get my hands on. But at this point, as far as, music goes, I do play a couple instruments. I play the violin. I've played since 2nd grade. Honestly, I only started because my big sister decided that she wanted to play. So, me being the competitive younger sibling, I had to pick it up and try and play it better than she did. We actually both still play, and I think she and I have actually gotten decent. I stopped taking lessons this semester because I don't have time, but I'm hoping to continue to teach myself if I can. I also play bagpipes, which is something that I picked up from my dad when I was about 10. My dad had been playing for 3 or 4 years by that point, and I decided it sounded like fun. So here I am. I'm 19 years old, and I haven't gotten bored of it yet. Let's see, I have a neat little list here on my computer screen, reading off of it so that I don't, get camera shy and forget everything I'm going to say. I tend to do that. So I am a sailor. I have a boat. It's a 23-foot South Coast, if that means anything to you guys. I'm actually going sailing tomorrow. I'm really excited. It's been a very long time. I am an avid reader. I love to read. I used to go to the library and check out, the stack of books like this big, and read them all within the week. But then life started. I'm sure you guys know how that is. So I haven't been reading nearly as much as I'd like to. But I'm trying to get back in the habit. My roommate actually just lent me Candide, and I'm loving it. It's actually really funny. So if you guys haven't read it, you should probably pick it up. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. I actually never really did. I mean, when I was a kid, I did the whole Pokemon thing. But now I mainly watch Doctor Who, which is my favorite TV show. I actually introduced Ainsley to it. Trying to get Lizzie to watch it. Hint, hint, Lizzie. Can't believe I just called you Lindsay. Don't know where that came from. But yeah, along with Doctor Who, I watch Torchwood, which is a lot darker and a lot grittier, but I do like it. Let's see. I work at a Renaissance festival for 6 weekends out of the year during November and December. It is one of the things I look forward to most during the year. It's a place for me to completely relax and be myself, and I love it. So one of the reasons that I wanted to put up a video today was I saw that Ainsley and Lizzie had both put up videos about, well, Lizzie had put up a video about Ron Paul and the speech that he gave at LSU, and Ainsley had put her comments on that up, so I wanted to, throw my comments out there as well. I am not involved in politics at all. I've never really understood them, but as I am now a legal voter, I would like to start making more informed decisions in my voting. So when Lizzie told me that Ron Paul was coming to LSU, I decided I should go see him. And I'm really glad that I did. He's given me a lot of things to think about and a lot of things that I need to actually research because there were some things I didn't really know what he was talking about. So, I figure I can, get my foot in the politics door here. But some of the things that I remember from his speech that I actually really liked, he was talking about how we should not, like, we as a country should not be the international police. We don't need to get involved in the affairs of other countries. And I actually kind of agree with that. I mean, I understand that a lot of people want to go in and, help the less fortunate and, spread democracy and all of that. But quite honestly, democracy's not working out so well for us right now. So I think that we need to fix our own problems first, and then, like Ron Paul said, lead by example. Let other people see how well it works, and then maybe they'll pick it up for themselves. I mean, you never know. People are smart like that. They pick things up. So the something else that he brought up was individual accountability. He was saying how people should do things not because it's the law that you have to do it, but because it's the right thing to do. Same things with doing wrong. The fact that something's against the law shouldn't stop you from should not be the thing that stops you from doing it. It should be the fact that what you're doing is wrong. I mean, if it's something like morally wrong, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's fairly self-explanatory in my mind. However, here's where my little bit of cynicalness comes in. I really don't think that people are cut out to do things like that. I think that human nature is not really a pleasant thing. In my personal experience, please prove me wrong. I beg you to prove me wrong. I would like to be proved wrong. My experience is that people will not do things unless there is something in it for them or unless they're being forced to. And so I really don't think that people want somebody who will say, okay, you have to take responsibility for your own actions. They want somebody to tell them what to do so that they don't have to think about it, so they don't have to take responsibility. It's just that, that's just what I've seen. So the main thing that impressed me about Ron Paul was that he seemed very real, if you know what I mean. He's not one of those, polished and handsome, politicians like that you see in all the movies and on TV. He looked like he could be somebody's grandfather. He is a grandfather. And he wasn't a great speech maker, but he got his point across. And I was really impressed with that. He got up there and he was clear, he was concise. He said, this is the these are the problems that I see, and this is what I want to do to fix them. And so few politicians say that nowadays. Now they say, these are the problems, and this guy is trying to fix them all wrong, so you should vote for me because this guy stinks. I don't like that. It's not the right way to go about things. So I really liked that Ron Paul did not do that. So, yeah, that's pretty much my political comments. I kind of wanted to throw something out there to, start a discussion, a small, not violent political discussion, and have my own idea in a video, not just comments on other people's. So I'm going to throw out a pet peeve of mine, just for the fun of it. People who leave shopping carts in parking lots. That is something that really bugs me. So, I mean, you see people and they park right next to the little corrals that are so conveniently placed throughout the parking lot, and then they just leave their cart in a spot. I mean, how hard is it to move the cart? and put it where it's supposed to be, instead of, taking up parking spots that that other people could be using. So, it's just something to kind of keep in mind. Next time you're at the grocery store or anywhere else, actually consciously put the cart where it should go. It's a nice thing to do, and it makes it so that somebody else doesn't have to clean up your mess. It's another one of those things where you're taking responsibility for your own stuff. It's a very, very small scale kind of thing, but it's amazing how the small things add up. So that is my contribution to this whole vlogging conversation that I'm having with Lizzie and Ainsley. And I am going to stop this extremely long video now. And I guess I'll just see you guys next time I put up a video.